want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash.
A double honors unto the elders and apostles that Jim has been millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. All right, today is another weekend, another Sunday. We come out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to edify the brothers that may be watching, or the wind, man. Hey, because the scriptures tell us to prophesy into the wind, man. Hey, but this word is for who? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the children of Israel, man, who consist of the 12 tribes, man. Hey, and being that today is August 25th, 2019. When you see the mind state that our people are in, it's the same mind state that they were in 50 years ago, man. The mind state of Jake has not changed, man, since slavery. They're still continuously believing that America is the place for them, man. They're still believing that Esau is going to look out for them. They still think Esau is going to hand them out benefits or ways to get over him in this society. And they feel as if that they know the way out of the hell that the Most High has brought upon us due to the fact of our disobedience, man. Hey, but they're sadly mistaken. As the brother said, it's the 25th, and Jake is stuck, man. Jake is stuck more now than ever. Hey, because when we were back in the times of slavery, and change, at least we knew who our enemy was. Hey, but now today, Jake is buddy-buddy. Hey, can the brother grab Proverbs 11 and 21 really quick? Hey, Jake still believes that Esau is going to help them out in society. Hey, because the majority of our people, whether they be in colleges, whether they be in the workforce, they think that Esau is really their friend, man. And they think that holding hands with this devil and being one with them is the way for the situation that they're in to be better, to be made better, man. And we're to tell you that you're sadly mistaken, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai he's bringing the sword and he's bringing division among this place. And you're going to be caught up in the middle of it thinking that your enemy is your friend.
It's Proverbs 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, man. Hey, Esau has been your enemy from the beginning, man. Hey, it happened in the garden. That's where the contention, or where the trouble first started, man. When the serpent, who was a man, beguiled Eve. Hey, that same spirit transferred unto who? Hey, through Cain, through Esau, man. Hey, and Esau is the forefather of who? You Edomites, man, which you so-called white people, man.
Right.
Hey, and that hatred between that seed, hey, as it's spoken of in Ezekiel the 35th chapter, is still rampant across America. Hey, the scriptures speak of racial tension and race riots, man. Hey, you thinking that little Tommy is your friend? Hey, you gonna be sadly mistaken when famine comes and little Tommy is trying to eat your little brother, man. Hey, the scriptures say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Hey, you gotta realize we're at a time where you should be closer to the Heavenly Father and closer to the men that speak the same thing in the spirit with you, man. Hey, that's where the brotherhood lies. That's who your friend is, man. Your enemy is really everybody that's against you, man. Hey, so 2/3 are our enemies on this side, man. Why? Because they oppose the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man.
Right.
You know?
If I can say real quick,
Go ahead, bro.
And not only are the Edomites the wicked, 2/3 of the Israelites are wicked as well. Because we were given the laws to be righteous, but 2/3 of our nation, which is the majority, they openly deny the Heavenly Father to his face. They claim they love the Most High, they know God, but they really don't. And their actions is what prove that, by them joining right on to the Edomites and the other nations and all the wicked philosophies of the world.
Because Jake is in a lost state, man. Hey, they're believing in a system that gives them no benefits, and they stay there on, man. Hey, can a brother grab Isaiah 36 really quick? Right now? Is it more on that, bro?
Yeah. It says, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
The seed of the righteous shall be delivered. That's talking about the elect, man, the 144,000, the 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes of Israel, man. As for everyone else, of course, and the 1/3 Salakia, but as for everyone else, hey, you're gonna have to perish within this country, man. Hey, because you trying to be friends with your enemy, man. That's a stumbling block. Hey, because if you'll be friends with your enemy, then what does that do? That continuously blinds you from the realities of what's happening. Hey, because if you'll trust in any Edomite, then you'll trust in the U.S. government. And us knowing that the U.S. government is especially against Jake, man. Hey, them throwing out at least throwing out that chicken sandwich. Hey, that is got you niggas lost, man. Hey, as we say, lost in the sauce. You niggas lost in the chicken sandwich sauce, man. You know, that's just a distraction for everything that's going on. It's a bunch of things happening in the world right now. You got the Amazon rainforest on fire. Hey, which we know Esau did it, man. Hey, because they say 2/3 of the Amazon rainforest can't be discovered. Hey, and that means that the people that try to go in and discover it, the Most High kills them or makes them, or they end up getting lost in there and not being able to find their way out, man.
I was reading about that. They were saying because they lost the judgment on that. The Edomites that was trying to clear out that rainforest, they lost the judgment, the lawsuit on that.
God.
And so, in a fit of rage, like a little whiny ass kid, what do? You're gonna burn it down and destroy it for everybody.
Yeah.
God.
I got a quick one on them sandwiches, especially. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Hey, so when Jake come up here, oh man, y'all look mad, y'all look like something wrong. Yeah, it is something wrong, man. You can't feel it in the air. You can't see that your enemy is ruling over you. You can't see that your woman is ruling over you. You can't see that you working. As an Israelite, we shouldn't even be working, man. Hey, we're kings.
Not with our hands.
Not with our hands.
With our minds.
Exactly, with our minds, man. Hey, Ecclesiastes 10 and 7 tell you that, man.
Say that again.
Especially working for the enemy.
Yeah, putting out his wicked business and enterprise.
Making him wealthy.
Yeah.
You know, while we're stuck in the ghettos.
And the scripture said, and the gift destroyed the heart. We can't even really call the chicken sandwich a gift because you niggas is paying for it, man.
Yeah.
You know, y'all going out y'all way to pay for it. Or stand in line or be in the car for 2 hours just for a damn sandwich. Yeah. How simple is that, man?
I wouldn't be, I mean, like, if that's linked to the vaccines that'll come around flu season, I would laugh if it just triggers something in there. Esau's that type of mad scientist to do some shit like that.
Jake don't even like being at the DMV for hours. But these niggas are waiting in line for a chicken sandwich. Come on now.
Waiting in the county building line.
Man, that fucking chicken is bioengineered, man. It's not even real food. And Esau knows that, man. You know, he knows that. And he knows the negative effects that it have on your body. But this is all about bio warfare against you tribes. That's why these other Edomites, except the trash, the trailer trash, the ones that gotta live impoverished with Jake, they'll eat the shit. But these rich Edomites, you know, the well-off Edomites that care about their body and their health, they ain't going around nowhere near that shit.
They don't even know what the fuck Popeyes is.
Yeah. It ain't in their neighborhoods. Leave that. These niggas love chicken. Put that there. These niggas wilding the hell out, man. You know?
Esau wages war on our people on all fronts. Through food, through the music, through the movies, through the school system. You name it, they wage war on us.
Like the script said, it says, and the gift destroyed the heart. Hey, another big topic within the world right now is reparations. And showing that Esau hates you so much, even though you yoked in together with him, he gave the fucking faggots reparations before he gave you them, man. Yeah. And then he'll have the nerve to say that the Most High owes Sodom and Gomorrah an apology, man. What kind of wicked thing is that, man? If he ain't the devil, as the script say in Job 9:24, where and who is he, man? If you're an Israelite and can't, or if you a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American and can't see the times that we living in, man, it's little hope for you left, man.
Hey, must be too tightly joined to the wicked.
Because the doors are closing, man. It's too much going around for Jake to be caught up in something that pleasures their taste buds, man. It's too much stuff going around. You know, you got nations beefing up their natural it's like a national security. You know, beefing up their military.
Arms race.
It's an arms race right now, man. You got people still starving in Venezuela. You got people starving all down in South America, man. All these things are happening, but Jake is steady stuck on stupid. Take social media away from Jake for one day, and niggas gonna lose their mind, man. Kind, you got something?
I have some. Quick one. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Kind. Can you read that again, verse 1?
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Kind. Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusted, so does his wickedness. You get any water on a piece of iron, you know the rust is gonna then start, man. You know, any type of what you call it?
Moisture?
Yeah, moisture, the water. Any type of moisture upon that metal, man, and that iron, that rust is gonna start, man. It says so does his wickedness. Hey, even if you grind that iron out, hey, that rust gonna come back, man. And that's Esau, man. It says never trust thine enemy.
In other words, don't forget this devil's nature.
Kind.
Don't ever forget how this devil operates. All you gotta do is just look at his track record. And when has he ever in history shown that he could be trusted?
Kind.
Ask the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Ask the Aborigines of Australia. Ask those Hamites down there in South Africa. Okay. Ask whoever. Ask those people who was behind Gaddafi, that was actually standing with Gaddafi during his reign. You know, when Saddam Hussein went down and they took him out, when he was supposed to be
he was
cool
one
with the Bushes.
Yeah.
He was just having dinner with him, wasn't he? Right before he threw up
Shit.
on himself.
Saddam Hussein. Bin Laden was cool with the Bushes.
Yeah.
You know, if you know in the history, Bin Laden's family, they had money and they built a lot of those bases over there in the Middle East for America.
Yeah. Esau will make all these deals, cut a deal with you, and then on the back end, he stabs you, man.
Yeah.
Kind.
That's a snake. That's why you ain't supposed to get near a snake. How many times do a snake gotta bite you for you to understand that snake bites?
That's his nature.
That's what he's supposed to do. But Jake loved getting bit to death, man.
I got something up there. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Because when you're not thinking about it, that wage war and all the different things that he does to the people, all the deals he'll set up and turn around and backstab you, that's because he got close to you. You allowed him to get close to you, and now he's so close, he can take you out.
Right. Hey, because Jake gets caught up in the physical appearance of things, man. Hey, because they'll get caught up in what these politicians say, or well, we're trying to do this, you know, for low socioeconomic neighborhoods, you know, we're trying to do this, we're trying to implement this, all these different policies. Hey, but deeply down within their what they're saying, you know, is rooted in wickedness, man. They don't tell you that, oh yeah, they're trying to do this for the neighborhood, but by them implementing this specific building or a code, hey, Jake is about to get more fume spread on them that gets put into their lungs, or that the mark of the beast is gonna be further through that policy, man.
Prime example, so like if I could use a quick reality from the Obamacare, the mark of the beast was in there.
Passports.
Yeah, and passports. It was written right there. You think you're getting something on a deal, but in the underwriting, it's got things to destroy you written in it.
Yeah.
Hey, just like these cell phones and app policies too. You got to read some of them. A lot of that when you accept the cookies and all that other stuff, it accepts them to look right into your phone and see everything you're doing.
And every website has that now.
Yep.
And they can't say. You can't say that you weren't warned
Because it's accepted.
That's
read policy.
That's a contract.
Yeah, it's a
You know?
contract. Electronic contract.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, Jake never reads the fine print.
Nah.
They always just, fuck it, I'll
Jake
sign
don't
it.
read.
You know?
Jake don't read.
They don't read it.
They don't read at all. Yeah. A little more on this. It says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, and shall be broken without hand. Yeah.
That was going into the history.
Yeah. That was it.
I got something. It was in the same chapter that he was.
Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah, Sirach 12. It's Sirach 12 at verse 17. It says, "If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee." Meaning to what? Supplant you. You think he's there for your betterment, but really he's there to destroy you. You know, you got a lot of dummies amongst our people that's still for Trump. You don't even realize Trump, he's not in control of shit. The elites that put him in office is making him do the things that he's doing. You know?
And like what the brother said on Trump, it was an article on RT that stated, because it was a CNN host that said it. It said Trump may cause more deaths than Hitler, Stalin, and Mao. Hey, and when you actually look at it, Trump is going to, man. Trump is going to cause more deaths or murders than all these people, man.
Combined.
Hey, combined. Why? Because Trump is going to be the one that furthers the World War III, man. Trump is going to be the one that has to press that button, man. Hey, look at all the policies that he's setting up. He's setting up sanctions over all these countries. You know, he's basically telling anyone that has a deal with America, hey, if you're not in our best interest, hey, then we backing out that deal. I don't care about the contract that we had.
All deals are off. What you gonna do? Strong army?
It's about winning. You know, that's basically what Trump is saying.
What was the name? What was Terrence Howard's name in that movie? Idlewild. That's the character that Trump is being. Well, the old president's out. We got new deals on the table, and my deals is completely in my interest. It's not. It don't have to be a fair deal no more. If you want to deal with me at all, you gonna abide by my rules, or what you gonna do? I got muscle. I got the military.
And really, you know, we shouldn't be. Hey, the men of Yahweh Shem Shai shouldn't be the only ones mad at this devil, man. Hey, really, all you nations should be mad at Esau, man. Hey, because he's messing over everybody. Hey, we knowing that you're not the children of the promise. Hey, but Esau don't care about nobody. Hey, he really doesn't even care about himself. You know. So we understand through prophecy that we're gonna be the only nation that's out here prophesying about the destruction of America and the oncoming onslaught and the slaughter of the people of the world. Hey, but really everybody should be out. Everybody should be mad at the way that the world is going right now, man. Hey, because Esau's a madman, as the scripture says, sparing none. That's what Esau is, man. So all you nations that are yoked together with him, that believe in him or his policies, you know, thinking that making a deal with him is gonna make your situation better. All of y'all should be mad, man. You know, it should be chaos around all the world right now. Hey, the only reason why it hasn't hit in America yet is due to the fact that the American people are blinded by it. You know, it doesn't hit American homes until it affects them personally. You know.
And one of the reasons I hasn't hit America yet because the U.S. dollar hasn't crashed yet. Look at all these different countries where their people are up in arms. They have hyperinflation, and their money is basically nothing. You know.
I mentioned that last night with the Bolivar in Venezuela.
Yep.
You know, it takes literally like tens of thousands of Bolivars just to buy a simple necessity, man.
We did the math. Remember, 80,000 Bolivar was like 6,000 change.
6,000 like 57 cents.
You know how these niggas got stacks?
Yep.
You gotta go with a stack to buy one bag full of groceries, you know, eventually.
Yeah, and it ain't even a bag full of groceries,
Yeah.
man. It's turmoil in every country. Literally like every country right now, man.
And you know what that remind me of? Like, because basically, according to the measure of money that their currency is worth, and you're only able to get a certain measure of items or food for a specific amount. That's how you measure a famine.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's based on if you can afford the food or not. If you can't afford the food, you're gonna starve. That's a famine. So really, it doesn't have to literally be where there's no food being grown for there to be a famine.
Right.
A famine could be is you can't afford to eat.
It's just about the people that are famished.
Famished.
That's all it's about. The people aren't eating.
So during hyperinflation, that's when famine hits. Because if you're not working and the amount of money that you normally make on your hourly wage or your salary, if it's not align with the prices in the markets, then really you're just working for free and you can't afford to eat. You know? Or if you do make enough, you gotta basically you only have the power according to your earnings to buy whatever amount that you make.
It's a limit of stuff you can buy.
It's a limit of food that you can only buy, man.
Like eventually they're gonna there's a limited amount of money you can take out of the ATM or whatever, you know. That's gonna come back where, you know, now you can get $500, $600. You could probably maybe only be able to get $100 at the ATM.
Was that Greece or was that Italy a few years back?
Was it Sweden?
I'm not sure exactly.
No, I think it was Greece. It was Greece.
It was Greece, right? That's what I thought. But they was only letting you take out $33 or something like that.
Yeah.
A day. That's the most you can take out.
33.
And then, but
that's like barely 1 meal, maybe 2 meals for one day.
Let alone got to get
your whole
gas.
Family. Yeah, and then you got to worry about gas. You know what I mean?
Man,
that's what they're dealing with down there.
By the way, if you ain't noticed, America's going through that now. Food banks are out of control. You watch the grocery stores and not only the gas prices creep up, but the food creeps up too. The food prices, it may be 10 cents 1 week where you don't notice it, but before long it's a quarter. Then you're like, hey. Then before long it's 50 cents. Then you're like, hey.
Like that's the spirit you're saying that, because I went to the store and, you know, I don't pay attention to like one crop like bananas. That's exactly what I'm talking about here. It was like a Edomite in Walmart, and I was in front of him in line, and he was like, oh man, these bananas were just like 35 cents like last week. Now they're like 48. I was like, dang, like they you know, he was paying attention to that. So I was like, yeah, like, and it's the spirit too, because hey, crops all over are failing, man. Hey, the Most High said He's gonna send a famine in the land, man. You know, you know, that's talking about a famine of the word also, man. But it's also gonna be a famine of bread, man. Look in the Middle East, man. It's still flooded. You know, hey, and the Midwest. The Midwest is still flooded.
Now what I was only gonna say was, or they'll keep the price the same, but the amount is a lot less. You know, the amount is now less. Instead of it being 7 fluid ounces, so it'll be 4 fluid ounces. You know, they got ways to manipulate the market to get their money's worth, or versus the inflation that came with it.
I got a scripture. This is Leviticus chapter 26 and 25. It says, "And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant. And when you are gathered together within your cities, in the ghettos, I will send a pestilence among you, and you shall be delivered into the hand of the enemy. And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver you your bread again by weight, and you shall eat and not be satisfied."
You shall eat and not be satisfied. Meaning it's not gonna be enough, man. It's not gonna be enough for you. And the scriptures talking about pestilence. The scriptures also, as the brother said, talked about pestilence. Hey, because down in was it Atlanta? Atlanta, over 400 cases of salmonella popped up, man. Hey, due to what? Niggas eating Popeye's chicken sandwiches, man. Hey, and 17 people died from it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. 17 people died from it. Cause Jake don't know how to act when they see chicken, man. As if it's something new. Hey, but the brother was going into famine, man. Hey, you gonna crave that chicken sandwich in that day of famine, man. And you ain't gonna be able to get it.
Yeah, they going crazy now. Just imagine when none of this shit is available.
Bro.
I want to get this account in Ezekiel, and this was during the time of right when Jerusalem was about to be besieged of the Babylonians. After Jeroboam went off, basically upon the besiegement, Jerusalem was getting ready to go into famine, and this is what Prophet Ezekiel prophesied about concerning the famine of Jerusalem. It's Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, "For I have laid upon thee the years of their iniquity, according to the number of the days, 390 days, so shalt thou bear the iniquity of the house of Israel. And when thou hast accomplished them, lie again on thy right side, and thou shalt bear the iniquity of the house of Judah 40 days, I have appointed thee each day for a year. So basically what the Lord was getting ready to command Ezekiel to do was going to represent, it was going to symbolize what Israel was actually going to go through, what the house of Judah was getting ready to go through as a people. Basically, affliction, punishment. You know, I'm finna have these people get hit with pestilence. I'm finna have these people starve to death. They finna get besieged by their enemies. I'm about to send a sword upon them. So this is what I want you to do, Ezekiel. Right? So it says, therefore thou shalt set thy face toward the siege of Jerusalem, and thine arm shall be uncovered, and thou shalt prophesy against it. And behold, I will lay bands upon thee, and thou shalt not turn thee from one side to another, till thou hast ended the days of thy siege. Take thou also unto the wheat, and barley, and beans, and lentils, and millet, and fitches,
Come with your
spelt,
grains.
yep, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight 20 shekels a day. You see that?
Yeah.
From time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of an hin, which is a measurement. From time to time thou shalt drink. Hey, so showing you that even when there's a hyperinflation and you only can afford so much as far as your vegetation, your food, you know, your groceries. When you only have a sufficient amount to be distributed to your family, you're gonna have to eat it in increments in order to save it and make it last.
God, you gotta ration it.
You gotta ration it, man. You gotta kind of water it down, so to speak. You gotta make it stretch, because you can't afford to get nothing else. This is all you got.
We know about that.
You know, that's what happens during famines, man. That's what's happening in Venezuela as we speak. It says, like, if you got a potato, you're gonna have to cut that bitch up real well to where you know y'all can survive off of a potato a day.
Right.
You know, that's straight up true austerity right there, man.
Right. And that's what's coming. You people are have such a decadent life here in America. You don't like, and this Popeyes deal proves it. It proves that you can just go. I know people that's like, man, I done had 3-4 of them chicken sandwiches already on separate occasions.
Yeah.
You know, like I eat that. Like I go get those. Like it's all right.
Speaking of sandwiches, Europe, you know, they've been catching hell for the past 10 years, man. Yeah. Greece especially.
We were just talking about.
You was talking about Greece.
You want it.
Women were selling their vagina. They was had to resort to prostitution for a price of a sandwich, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's over there in Greece, and that was what, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
You know, so all that's coming to this place, America, man.
That's right.
So all you know, hey, it's a lot of women selling their pussy on, you know, IG and all these dating websites and stuff. So, you know, they're gonna be selling for a price of a sandwich, you know, for a bowl of rice, you know, because that's all they resort to. You know, that's all they can offer, you know.
It was funny when you was reading that about all those grains. Those were grains. I don't think it even mentioned meat or leafy greens. It was just straight, grains, grains and water.
This place is gluttonous for meat.
Yeah. Esau mentality.
It says, thou shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of an hin. From time to time shalt thou drink, and thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight.
Like the scripture said, from time to time, man. That don't mean you drinking or eating when you want it. You know, that means when you can, like not at every moment where you get hungry, but at the most crucial points, man.
Jake in this country is used to eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, even more times than that. Snacks.
Jake eat like 6-8 times a day.
Yeah.
They over there in Haiti, they eat mud cakes, man.
God.
And you look at how on the back of food packages they have serving sizes, right? 8 ounces of this, you know, two cups of that or whatever it may be. And people go through that whole bag of family-sized Doritos in one sitting. You You know, like they'll go through a 2-liter that's supposed to be broken down into 5-6 servings. They'll drink that in two sittings. You know, they're not used to having to ration here in America, but it's coming. They're gonna have to truly ration, and soda's not on the menu no more. Like water's more expensive than soda right now, for real. Water's more expensive than soda. Think about that.
Yeah, when you're forced to live in that type of condition where you have to ration your necessities like food and water, that puts you in a survivalist mentality. Where you're gonna feel threatened by any movement or any sudden, a foreign person, a neighbor, that can possibly take your food because they don't have food.
Yeah.
That's where war, and killing comes in.
Yeah.
Crime. You barely have enough to survive. You're gonna protect what little that you got. And that's where, when you go to 2nd Ezra, 15th chapter and the 16th chapter, it talks about because of the shortage of bread, people are gonna be wasting each other's homes. You got that, huh? And there's still more on this, but if you want to get that real quick, good.
2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men.
Yeah, all this brotherly spirit.
Actually, start up at 15, bro.
15,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 15. I'll start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For
that means you.
For the sword and the destruction draw it nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men.
I was about to say that brotherly
you see that in
love
Hong
spirit.
Kong now?
Right.
What you see it happening in China right now?
At the airport, triads and them.
Yeah.
They're going against each other, but you see the war or the battle going back and forth.
Hey, even the men are whooping the shit out of the women.
Yeah.
They beating the shit out of whoever, man.
They got
don't care who it is.
over 1 million people protesting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking people.
Right.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And
I quoted in Matthew 24th chapter, it said, the love of many shall wax cold. That lines right up with the scripture right here.
Yep.
And that's talking about people rebelling against their governments.
Yep.
Like what we see in Paris and different other places, Haiti.
Yep.
There's riots all over the world, man, because the people are not happy. Puerto Rico.
That's right.
Nicaragua, Honduras, of course Venezuela.
Yep.
Don't think there ain't gonna be an uprising in Brazil over this Amazon shit.
Right. Yep.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, too much pandemonium, too much havoc, austerity measures, So what got to happen? They got to declare that state of emergency, lock everything down because the people are out of control. So we're gonna shut down your cities. We're gonna set up checkpoints. We're gonna issue in a curfew. We're gonna make sure the government control. We're gonna do the executive orders. We're gonna make sure that they take over your transportation, your markets, your supermarkets, public places.
Yep.
We can even seize your property if we want.
Hey, Obama signed away all of that. He signed all of that into legislation. So it's not like they have
Bush
to,
too.
Yeah, it's not like they have to wait to do it. It's been done. It's been done. They've been doing it back since with that Carter. I forgot which president that started it, and then Clinton upgraded it, and then Trump just re-upgraded it to the highest level now, to where it covers everything. And I think it has something to do with martial law, when martial law declared. How much control they have, but they get all the control. So that's why he said when there was a government shutdown, I may call it a National Guard and implement martial law.
Another thing, when this martial law kicks off, the whole Constitution is void.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because now, basically, when they suspend the Constitution, now the shadow government is able to take authority, full control.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shadow government that takes over.
Yeah, because the elites been, they've been having this in the plans for hundreds of years, man. To bring order out of chaos, man. To ultimately push that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Revelation 13, man.
Hey, matter of fact, real quick, this is from Wikipedia. Continuity of government is the principle of establishing defined procedures that allow a government to continue its essential operations in case of a catastrophic event such as nuclear war, or in the case of a state of emergency, man.
Yeah.
You know? So that secret government can come in and start implementing legislations that further takes away your freedom.
That's right.
You know? They could do that, man. Okay? And if they have the control over your food supply, that means you gotta conform, you gotta comply to their needs. That means that they can easily say, well, if you wanna get products, if you wanna purchase food, and you want us to give you the food, we gotta make sure all the citizens are liable citizens that we can trust. So we need to know if you're a citizen, to show that you're really not an enemy of the state. Get this mark of the beast. Get this chip.
Yep.
You know how many niggas and nigga women is gonna go head first to go get that operation done?
When a free Popeye chicken sandwich, they in line already. They'll get in line immediately.
And they're gonna know that it's the mark of the beast,
Yeah.
because this word has reached the four winds.
Yeah. But their integrity is not gonna reign supreme. They're gonna let their there's another word I was looking for. But basically, they're gonna let their flesh take over. The wanting of their flesh, they're gonna want that more than the love of the Most High.
Right, because they're lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High.
Right.
Our people don't have any faith, man. But you gotta finish that, bro. The scriptures got everything down pat on how everything is gonna go.
Yep.
You know?
It's
You can see it.
And it's funny because all the stuff that the scriptures have laid out is what our people are not paying attention to.
No.
It's exactly to what our people are not paying attention to, and what the so-called white men and the elites who run the world are not showing you. That's the angle that they're not showing you. They speak in code for some of that stuff.
While they're running psyops on your mind to keep you distracted.
Right.
This chicken shit, that's the latest one.
Yep.
And that shit was successful.
Yeah.
Like we say in Israel,
Mission
what's
accomplished.
the flavor of the week?
Yeah.
It was R. Kelly. It was what was after that? Epstein. Now it's this chicken shit. It's always something.
Oh, Jay-Z in the fucking NFL.
Oh yeah, that was last week. Yeah.
It's all a distraction, man. Go ahead, Doc.
2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall...
Men are going to be fearful to even come outside of their house. Because it's going to be killed or be killed. If somebody even suspect that you got something hidden or stashed in your crib is going to be, scoped out.
Right.
People plotting on you.
Don't act like, because look, the way it's fucked up how the Most High, it's fucked up how society's playing out, but the Most High is a genius with this thing. He got you having to downsize from all these wonderful, huge plots of land, houses, onto these smaller plots of land into apartments where your neighbor can literally watch you bring your groceries in. So you think they're not going to be paying attention, especially once they get hungry. Once they start barely having the essentials, and you got an abundance of y'all got extra shit, Kool-Aid and all types of extra shit, they're gonna be watching you. Oh, they eating out every night. Oh, they got this. I saw them bringing a case of something. I wonder what's in there. A big bag of something, and they gonna plot on you. They gonna go in there and take that shit from you and kill you to get it.
Prime example, like you know who got EBT because you on the first and second.
Yep. Yeah, you already know when payday come around. people are habitual. They do things out of habit. They go buy toilet paper every 2 weeks. They go buy food every 3 days, 3 to 7 days. Jake only can buy food at the beginning of the month, the first week of the month, and that's pretty much how it goes. You can learn everybody's habits by watching them, the routines that they keep. There was more in there?
It's 2nd Ezra 16 and 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods.
And somebody gonna take what you worked hard for, what you labored to get, they gonna reap the benefits of that. They gonna go, like you gonna work hard, slaving at your job, go to the store, get what you want, somebody gonna come in here and take that. You stacked up all your prepping supplies and food, somebody gonna go in there and take all that from you.
They call that hoarding.
Yep.
You stockpile a bunch of food and goods for yourself, that's hoarding.
By the way, that's
actually
illegal
illegal
now.
here.
Yeah.
Because Esau wants you to depend on him for everything.
That's right.
You know? Yeah. And that shows you the Most High ain't with that because he wants his people to rely upon him.
That's right.
The Lord's elect, his servants, they're going to eat in that thing.
Yeah, how many times the Most High, there was no food around, he just delivered food out of nowhere?
And then a raven fed Elijah.
That's what I was just going to say. A bird came and fed Elijah, came and dropped off food. He rained manna. They were complaining, well, manna's cool, but we need some meat. The ground was flooded when they woke up in the morning with all types of quail. Like everything the Most High can provide, whatever you want. By the way, those are miracles. Those are miracles. They're not figurative. They were really events that happened and took place. We believe that through faith. We know that through faith, by the way. Yep.
Yo, how this earth was created? That's a miracle.
Thank you.
Something phenomenal.
Overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith the Lord.
Yeah.
Well, you try to make it and live
You trying to stunt too hard and you got everything. Like hey, for example, like these rich entertainers, they gonna be food in that thing, man.
Oh yeah. People gonna seek
They gonna be
them out.
food, man.
Hey,
They gonna bum rush all those gated communities where they know you could get some food, man. You know?
Yeah, that's all good.
It was funny because I know Brazil has it as well as Mexico. They really will kidnap your kids and extort you.
Oh yeah.
They will really that's coming here, and that's coming here. The difference is when it gets really bad, they just gonna eat them. Just gonna chop
like
up little Tommy and enjoy.
The movie, the road.
Road.
Yeah, the road when all them people was underneath their house.
Yeah.
You know, they was
Some of them
starving.
had missing limbs.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
They had the tub where they was draining them at.
Yeah.
You know, because they was eating them.
All these gym thoughts that spend all day and night at the gym working on that ass and those thoughts. Man, motherfuckers gonna be eating that.
Yeah. Not the way you was hoping. Right. They gonna want that.
You know? They gonna be eating that.
Take a bite out of that ass, literally.
Yeah, and then they call them, oh, she got them cakes. Yeah, they gonna be eating those cakes.
Cakes for real.
All right, Amos chapter 5, verse 16 through 19. Therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, dwelling shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas. And they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such are skillful of lamentation to wailing.
And there ain't gonna be no jobs either to earn that money. Okay? You that grow crops, it ain't gonna work out for you. The soil, hey, look, like the brother said, the breadbasket of America is flooded. You can't grow crops when it's oversaturated with water like
That's
that.
supposed to be the so-called heartland.
The heartland, right, of this place.
And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith the Lord. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
The opposite of that right quick is that the men of the Lord have been warned that these days were coming. But for you that didn't take heed to these warnings, you're just going to meet final destination at the final destination. This is another way of death going to just meet you time after time. Until you kill.
Everywhere you turn, death is facing you, man.
That's right.
You hear that, saw nigga?
Saw Spigger.
Saw Spigger. Yeah, whatever God you serve, my nigga. That's we gonna see where that God gets you in that day.
Didn't he say he was a Hebrew? 4 years ago?
He's a fucking clown,
changed his
man.
mind?
That dude's a clown.
We'll say whatever to sell tickets, bro, to the next debate.
Yeah, he was back on you. I think there was more to what you had about this.
Second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 19. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses, with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hard that people just gonna grow a heartless, cold spirit on them to just start taking people's shit, man.
Right.
And you better believe during this time it's anarchy. The police is too much going on that the police can't be in every inch of the city all over the country.
Yeah, they ain't gonna want to go. Wages is economic collapse. Wages ain't right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to go defend domestic violence or shooting or somewhere. And they family, they got to worry about what can happen to their family and themselves even. And they gonna lay it, just like Katrina. They gonna lay them badges down, man. Go defend their own house.
Yeah. It's gonna be dangerous, man.
What's that country that France. I think it's France. The policeman. It's like I think it's like over 10. It's somewhere in the double digits where policemen were committing suicide, man. Because they going crazy out there in France.
The yellow vest.
Yeah, the yellow vest. Those policemen have been trying to contain those civilians from going crazy, man. Those policemen been committing suicide, man. A whole lot of them quit.
Yeah. So it's gonna be blood. It's gonna be blood everywhere, man.
And that's without the civilians having guns, man.
Right.
Right. And then we can't forget a lot of these major cities with all the gentrification going on. You're gonna have Edomites and Jakes just destroying each other, man. They're gonna be letting each other have it in these cities.
That's where you got the race war. That's why
race war is gonna come.
Those have been fueling racial tensions to an all-time high, man.
And Donald Trump is in office, man.
Right.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job fulfilling, to his extent, most high's agenda.
Yeah, so basically what the brother just read, man. Jake worried about a goddamn chicken sandwich, but just consider what's being prophesied, man. You ain't gonna have that luxury. You ain't gonna have it like that, man. You're gonna be lucky to receive a freaking peanut, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't talking about some far out 20, 50 years from now, man. This can go down in less than 6 months, man. Hey, man, because we're in that time of, economic collapse. It's a global economic collapse that's happening right now, man.
And that's when
it's just that you peons, you're not getting the effects of it right now, man.
Yeah, they were saying
wait till